Hi, my name's Jane. I'm a Kiwi. I'm a woman of the world, to be honest. I don't live in one place. I move all the time. I stay in places. Currently, I work as a relief teacher in Canterbury. Love my work, working with beautiful young children, from 5-year-olds right up to the big ones that look down on me. Love my work. I write a blog with that. And I also write a teacher blog as well. But they're not out there yet. You can find them on my website, but I'm not currently moving them. Then this opportunity came up and I thought, what can I do with the people I love? What can I do with the people I love? And I've been thinking about it. And then I just thought, I was in the cafe this morning and there was this young girl. I knew she was a schoolgirl. And I said, "You still at school?" She said, "Yes." "What school?" Blah, blah, blah. I said, "It was her granddad that came in before?" And she said, "Yes." I said, do you find that sometimes that you have to be something for someone, like your granddad? Do you find that you are aware of how you're acting around your grandfather and what he might be thinking about you or what he might expect of you, all of those things? And she said, "Yes." And I said, your parents, around your parents there's certain expectations and you sort of act certain ways around your parents. Yes. Okay. It doesn't matter how well brought up a child is. There's always that conflict of growing and connection. And it's a matter of how do we match that connection. So, I love young people and I talk to them anywhere I can. And now I'm in Oamaru for a moment. I love the pub here. I can go in the pub and you can connect with people in a nice way. Small and so on. Anyway, I was in one day and there's this young man was in here standing and I was talking to him and I said, I enjoy talking to people like you. Would you like to talk to me? I'm not interested in this. And then we started talking and blah, 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 blah. And then I thought, shall we sit down? So we sat down and we talked for a good 10 minutes. And then he got up and shook my hand and left. Now, how's that? Got to be worthwhile. So I go into schools and, they entertain me or I entertain them, and sometimes it's good and sometimes it's not good. You just take it as it comes. And one day I had these big Year 10 boys. They were playing up. One of them was really rude and I said, "Get outside." I went out to him and I said, "I won't allow you to talk to me like that. You wouldn't talk like that to your teacher." He said, "Oh, yes, I would," he said. I said, "Really? Don't you respect her?" He said, "No." He said, "But I respect you." So I said, "You're not allowed to talk to me like that." And he came inside. And then I said, "I love you," as I often do. And he knows that I love him. And I do love him. Sometime later, days later, I was there quite frequently last year, I saw him and he looked very down, very, very down. He was walking by himself and I ran up to him and I said, "Hey, are you okay?" He looked down at me and he said, "Yep." I said, "Sure?" "Yep." Huh. So I left him alone and then again another time, the same thing. "Hey, are you okay?" "Yep." "You sure?" "Yep." And then some months later, I was working with this teacher aide in a class and we started talking and she started telling me about her son because he'd been put in a boarding school and it didn't work out and he came back to this school and he was here. And I said to her, "Oh, show me a photo." And she showed me a photo of this boy and I said, "I love him." And, she was delighted that I loved him because she loved him too. And I said, "I saw him. Twice I saw him. He was really sad and I was upset." She said his best friend committed suicide and he found him. So of course he was down and he had all of that going through and what's happening and so on. So the interesting thing is about these kids that we come together from time to time and I'm really straight to the chase and I love them. And they love me. One more story to convince you. When I go into high schools, if I can, I interview each child for the role. And I might even be so brash as to say, if you don't interview, I mark you absent. I can't do that, of course, and I do wind it around the other way. But anyway, I came outside this class and I saw about 8 big kids standing around waiting for something. And as I was walking out, one of them, he opened the door for me. And he said, "I like your hair, miss." And I thought, oh, yeah. He's pulling my leg. And I said, I was just thinking how awful it looked today. Then I thought, well, maybe he's for real. And then he said, you look like Cruella de Vil in 101 Dalmatians. And I said, yeah, interesting. When I was going grey, I got this big grey streak and all the kids used to call me her. And I said, and she's so ugly. And he said, but you're a nice version, miss. And I was so touched. And I said, oh, give me a high five. And we had a high five. And then I turned around and the other 7 kids were in a circle with their fists up, pumping, for me to go around and go, pump, 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 all around. And then I just looked at the first one and I said, I'll remember this, and left. And do you know, when I thought about it, I thought, what a great honour for those children. I came out of another class, I don't go there that often, there they were, and we had this interaction, and they all came in together, and they all wanted that connection. And that's what it's all about, is connection. So, I can connect with your children in one way or another. I love your children, no matter what they've done, I love them. However, I'll kick their butt if they need to be kicked. And I've got wonderful stories to tell you about how I've done that to others. And there is a connection gap between parents and family, mostly, and also between teachers and all sorts. And it's very rare that you can make that connection and make that difference. So I'm here to make a difference. I really want to make a difference to anyone and everyone, anywhere. That's mine. I'm here. Zone in, or what's the word? Channel in, or come on, tune in, and we'll be together.